natin dito sa Kababayan Today ang maikling pelikula ni Florante Ibanez, tinatawag nating Got Books, Tita Helen's Gift of Books. Dito po sa Kababayan Today.
Oh my goodness, Helen, that was 1974. Wow, Maki Baka.
What's that mean, Roy?
That's to struggle.
Okay.
Keep on the fight and never be afraid. Yeah, this is very precious, so you better take good care of it, Helen.
I met Helen Brown over 4 decades ago. I was always impressed by her soft-spokenness and humility.
It was remarkable that she alone took the initiative to document, save materials, and started the Filipino Library.
Okay, you know what? I think, well, let's get you started. Let's aim over to the dining room so we can get you started for...
I first met her at one of those conferences that was designed to, do some consciousness building about the demand and the need for bilingual education.
My name is Helen Summers Brown. Well, my daddy was one of the first Americans who went to the Philippines. They called them the Thomasites.
Yeah, and it was actually several ships that went over. And now your mother was the daughter of Julio Aguili, and he was the governor of
Ilocos.
Ilocos.
Ilocos Norte, Lawag, Ilocos Norte. I remember Lawag. I used to go there every summer.
And what
I was born in Manila, Manila General Hospital.
Tell us when you were
May
born.
16th, 1915. I think I was the 3rd child. Mary, Joe, me, Julia, Fred and Ted were twins, and George.
When your father was promoted to become the superintendent of schools for the Philippines, he moved the whole family to Manila.
We all used to gather at my house. That's my house.
Oh, this is your house.
Yeah, the steps to my house. That's Esther Hemingway, Lily Barkus, Minnie Stevenson, Mary Walker, and me.
Now, I heard that you were a basketball player.
Oh,
also.
yeah, I was a star. I used to go down the edge way over here. I used to throw the ball to the basket. Bang! I was a good basketball player.
I met Auntie Helen Brown in 1985. She was someone who was very active in the community, the Filipino American community, but also in her profession as a teacher with Los Angeles Unified School District. She was also active with the United Teachers of Los Angeles and did a lot of history, art and culture, education workshops. But the other thing that impacted me a lot about Auntie Helen is that she was mestiza. Her mom was Filipino and her father was an American. And for me, growing up mestiza, even though I always knew I was Filipino, seeing someone like her who was an elder, who had created that space where she was comfortable with her mestiza-ness and Filipino-ness was an inspiration for me.
And you met your future husband, Bill Brown. Legend has it that you met him at a party at UCLA. Yeah, he talked to Josephine, your roommate, and said, "Who was that?
Who was that?
Brown-skinned
That
little girl.
Who was that girl?
Who's that girl?" Do you do any student teaching at UCLA?
Yeah, I was a student teacher. Bachelor's and a master's in education.
And we believe you were the first Filipina to graduate from UCLA.
But it's possible.
In our scrapbooks, when I looked at my pictures of my mom and dad getting married, and I realized that they got married in Boulder, Nevada. And I thought that was odd because her family was here, and then I quizzed her about that and found out that because of the miscegenation laws at the time, that they wouldn't let a mestiza marry into an American man.
And I actually saved a Balitaan newsletter from that time period. Balitaan was a community newspaper that Uncle Roy Morales had started up. This one on the back has 2 articles featuring Auntie Helen. This one is about Filipino American Reading Room and Library opening, and she's pictured here with Jackie Goldberg. And Paral opened at the Filipino Christian Church. That was its first site. But I remember even before that, when Auntie Helen had this idea in her head where she wanted to basically share her personal private collection that had been bequeathed to her by her father, and she wanted to share it with the larger Filipino and just larger Los Angeles community, and especially with young people, college students, and with teachers as a resource. And through her friendship with Uncle Roy Morales, that's how she was able to get it at the Filipino Christian Church.
I remember when I brought all my stuff and founded the library, because they didn't have anything about the Philippines.
Presented to Helen Summers Brown for her exemplary communication service and lifetime education to promote education and preserve Filipino history and culture as founder of the first Filipino American Library in the United States. That was December 2000. And this is an award that was presented in 2001. The Filipino Alumni Association of UCLA gave you an award for Distinguished Alumnus of the Year. So this is from the UCLA Alumni Association. Pretty, huh?
And we'll always thank her for those presents that she has given to us.
I'm very happy to know that there are people who are interested enough in the library and its resources that they can come and learn, and as they learn more, they spread more about it, and I find out that sometimes that's working because they come over, and so little by little, you know, it's growing. So I hope someday it'll be very well known. It's great to have people come and learn more about it, to have you come, and for me to learn more from you about what's happening. So I'm very happy about that. It makes me feel good.